Welcome to On Approach. This is episode 49.
Not bad.
Not bad.
63, climb in, 13 down.
13,000, Tempo 63.
63, contact the New York Center, 128.3.
28 for 80, Tempo 63, Hello, Captain.
On Approach is a weekly flight sim and aviation enthusiast podcast featuring the week's top user-submitted stories and news on the skylounge.tv.
Consumer-driven.
And consumer-driven. That's right. Welcome to another show, everybody. On my that side, Mr. Kevin.
Hi.
Hello. And on this side, Mr. Sparks.
Hello.
Hello. What's up, gentlemen? Another good week?
Morning.
Another good week. It was very, very good. Very calm this week. Very, very traditional.
What's stressful for you?
Yeah.
Pops.
Very stressful. Yeah.
That's got to cause some stress, man. Just glad to hear he's all right.
Yeah, he's good. He's doing all right. I have to say, my old man, he's a very stubborn, proud guy.
Yeah.
And, you know, he doesn't like going to the doctor. Most men don't, you know.
Yeah.
He's I've just got a bit of wind. I'll be fine. I'll take some, whatever. But this time, he knew something was up, and he took himself to A&E and got himself checked out. Yeah, he had 3 heart attacks in one day.
Woo.
3.
That's good. He called it, man. He called it.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear Pops is back.
Don't let pride get in your way.
Yeah, serious. Be back at the pub in no time. Is the Sky 5 decal still there? The one out front?
Yes, it is. Yes. And the wings are still there. I'll send a photo.
Yes.
God damn.
Oh, the introduction of the Chopper Club. Today was that first flight.
Yeah, that went down like a helicopter. It was not a great start. It was not a great start. Plagued with issues, unfortunately. But thank you, Edson, for stepping in and kind of taking over, because I was just ready to throw it out the window.
And there were still people flying with you guys. It was not down because there was not a turnout. It was down because of technical reasons. But there were a lot of people flying with you guys. I saw it briefly. And
I would say it's successful.
Mm-hmm. In that sense,
just not on my end.
Yeah, I think the addition of the Chopper Club was a very welcomed addition, because it's a different kind of flying. I mean, you've seen me the past 3 days I've spent in choppers. Like all my screenshots are choppers. There's definitely an appeal to flying in any which direction you want instantly on a whim. Like, you don't have to make a circle to get to somewhere. You just turn and go.
Yeah, I've never seen you fly a helicopter either, Edson.
But I can fly a helicopter.
You're mostly like an airplane guy, but
I'm good with
never
the chopper.
saw you fly that. Yeah,
I'm good with the chopper.
Fine. Absolutely good. I'm good in GTA with the chopper and wild.
And I suck in GTA and I suck in Wildlands with the chopper. For both of those, I need this.
Yeah,
so do I.
Exactly.
That's the only way to roll. All right, well, we've got some good stories this week. Let's get right to it, brother.
You don't know the way.
You don't know the way, brother.
Come on, get on with it again. Number 2.
Starting off with thanks for our popular contributors this week. In the number 1 spot, Angeli662. I knew it would happen, and it did. Bravo, Angeli. Thank you for some amazing stories in this past week, and keep them coming, knocking Ivana Fly down to the number 2 spot. Mr. Spark Smudge taking the number 3 spot. Mr. Gibbon, Mr. Tarpoon, Mr. Tomcat UK, Bigera77, Darren Vox, S. Simmons 1958, and last but definitely not least, with his own Sky 5, Canuck Shaw. Welcome to the top 10, Canuck Shaw. Thank you all. As we say always, without your help, we really don't have anything to talk about on these podcasts, and I'm not going to make up news. because that's not our style. Even though it's some people's styles, it's not our style. We're gonna report on what you want to hear, whether it be a discussion topic or flight sim news. So keep them coming. Thank you again. Yep.
Could you say I was in the Sky 5?
You were in the Sky 5. Yes, you're in the Sky 5. Angeli, Ivana, Sparky, Gibbon, and Tarpoon are in the Sky 5 club.
You're in the Sky 5. You're in the zone.
This week.
So
Gotta hold your own next week. I don't know. I can't. No guarantees.
I always hold my own. No one else will hold it for me.
Top stories. This one from Angeli662. What is relevant to flight sim at CES 2018? Consumer Electronics Show just happened this past week in Vegas, and a lot of neat things were announced. I wouldn't say nothing. I wouldn't say
TVs,
nothing.
monitors.
Bro, these are not just fucking TVs. These are ginormous gaming TVs. Crazy refresh
Who can
rates.
afford one of them? No one. We can't afford them.
That's true, though.
It is true. But so Nvidia is putting this out 4K 120 hertz. Like, this is gonna be an insane TV. Look how big this thing is. 60 something inches, I think it is, and they're expecting it to come out at around $3,500 or more.
Exactly.
Like, that's insane, man. But you look at people like Slick Wick, for example. He's got a great setup, right? He takes his TV and he mounts it in front of him, and he sits right in front of it in what he's building a sim pit now. And like, that's golden, bro. That's an awesome way to become immersed.
If someone in the comments below can calculate with the rate of things how long it's going to take between the time now and the time where the entire wall in front of us will become a giant screen, I would like to have some estimate on that, because that would be great.
Yeah, but the thing is with Kevin, I don't want to sit in the garden to watch my TV.
Oh, yeah.
Because otherwise I'm watching tennis. You know.
No, here it is.
Like that.
No, you sit at your desk, you have your screen in front of you, that's a decent resolution, you can actually see what you're doing without seeing the pixels, and it just gets
No, but you know, if it's that big, when something's happening over here, you have to turn your head to look at it, but you're missing what's going on over this side.
Trust me, flight simulation, you zoom out all the way, and you're immersed.
Yeah, you end up like Edson with his fisheye.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
No.
What I'm actually very, very excited about, though, is the OLED screen. If they get rid of the burn-in issue, it's going to be incredible.
Yeah.
And I can't wait for that, because the blacks will be real black.
Right. It's pitch black. Yeah, no, I agree, dude. OLED displays are definitely going to be our future gaming displays. I mean, that's for sure. And then with regards to like the size and the wallpaper stuff, like, it is happening. One of the things that was showcased was a projector shaped like an old reel-to-reel projector. It's just like a tall box, and the projector lies inside it, shooting up, and it shoots up at a mirror. So you bring this thing and you put it on the floor right next to your sofa, and there's your TV. Now you don't have to mount it up top or anything. It's just sitting on the floor right next to you and projecting up. And that's super cool, because it becomes like an ultra portable, huge TV.
The clarity's not that great on
those short throw projectors are already on the market. It's not a first, and most of them are laser projectors right now. They're crazy expensive, mind you.
This one is a proper projector. It's not
the laser.
The
laser projectors, the real new technology is laser projection, and it's clear as fuck.
Yeah,
compared to the traditional bulbs that they use in projectors. So yeah, it's very good. Apparently.
They had they even showcased a robot with a projector, right? So for example, you simply say, you know, play Netflix on the living room wall, and the robot would come and park where it knew to park in your house, and it would just project. Like you don't need a TV anymore when you have a mobile projector. So big advancements in TVs. And the overall theme this year was like AI. Everything is getting Google Assistant or Alexa support. Although Google did win, according to all of the press. The Google Assistant pretty much showed up on absolutely everything. And many of the developers ended up saying, we actually won't make people choose. We won't have exclusivity. We'll work both in and let them pair up whatever they want to pair up. And that's cool. So more smart devices. This cloud gaming stuff that's happening with GeForce, where they're rendering on their end and basically just shooting you a video signal of the rendered game. Super low latency. You have the controller, they're doing the rendering on the video cards and shooting you back video.
I'm not sure about the well, maybe they've worked in the technology for that, but I don't anticipate having like a ultra low latency that's actually playable on many games. I don't know how that would be possible if it takes like 12 milliseconds to reach the server that renders it, and then coming back it's another 12. You have like 30 milliseconds of delay. That's enough to be noticeable.
They're saying ultra low latency.
Yeah, but what does that mean? I mean,
yeah,
you know,
playing games at up to 120 frames per second at 1080p. Yeah, because like all it's going to be doing is just pushing you a video signal. So if you can receive a video signal at 120 frames per second, that's it. Like the rendering power is being done somewhere else.
Your signal from what you do on your controller is going to send that back to do the action and then send it back to you. And yeah, I can see what Kevin's coming from. There's going to be some lag.
120 frames per second, no buffer from the internet. Ooh, I'd like to try it out on my system.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy stuff. Pretty crazy stuff. But you can imagine the application of some type of a cloud system like this, right? Like, let's all just log into system, right? And we'll just.
Well, the problem I see with this
his system can render FlyJSim for everyone.
The problem is now, what I see is that we ultimately going to be renting time on servers to play games.
Oh yeah.
And that could be a good thing, could be a bad thing.
But definitely interesting and definitely wishful thinking for the potential of computing, right? Because we're constantly chasing what's new, chasing, you know, the next video card. It's a constant cycle. But if there was a subscription service for it that was rendering all the work for us, that's pretty damn cool.
Actually, I'm telling you, if I can get a service like this that can run P3D at 120 frames per second, I'll pay anything you want.
Right?
Anything you want.
Some other cool stuff. Razer and Philips Hue will be working together now. So Razer has long been known to have like one of the best suites for RGB lighting and management of things. I have a Razer keyboard myself. Their Chroma suite is incredibly powerful. Like people share their keyboard scripts and they make their own lighting designs and stuff on the keyboards and then share them. And it's more than just like this key is this color and this key is this color. No, it's like full on animations and stuff. So now Razer Chroma will pair with Philips Hue, and so when you have a color red wave go through your keyboard, through your mouse, through your tower, that same color red will go through your house or through your entertainment center system. So I use a lot of Philips Hue bulbs. All this will tie into all this, and that is freaking wild. That's cool. Also very exciting on the gaming front and on the FlyJSim front. Here's what's cool about it for me. So I use an app called Screen Bloom, which takes what's on your main display. It actually takes whatever's on any display and matches the lighting from the display, or in my case, the sim, and matches that lighting to all your ambient lighting around you. So now blue skies here in front of me equals blue skies all around me. And if
What's the latency?
Oh, it's almost instant, bro. Almost instant. Okay. Like when we were watching Marvel trailers on YouTube, and when flashes and bangs happen, the whole room would it was incredible. Like it was incredible.
Takes my interest.
Oh, bro, it's amazing. It's called Screen Bloom. So check that out if you have Hue. That already works. But so now that adds even more integration. But that's exciting on a gaming front. Asus and their bezel-free kit. Have you guys seen these yet?
Yeah.
So stupid. I don't know that it's stupid though. I mean, it's a Fresnel lens. I don't know that it's stupid though. I mean, look at it from here. Look at it from here. It's way better than bezels.
Oh yeah, much better than
it's much better than bezels. Much better than bezels.
First, you don't need that wide. Second, just buy a 34 or even wider screen. They have ultra wide screens now. That gives you more than half of that.
Kevin.
Exactly.
It's just a
well, they have money for 3 displays.
Yeah, but I got 3 displays.
You just buy one ultra wide one. It's the same price. It's even better. You don't have bezels to care about.
Look at the difference. Look at the difference. Look.
Yeah, but it's darker. It's a Fresnel lens. It's not.
It is darker, and they say they're working on that. These are still prototypes. It is darker, but overall, it's less of an eyesore. Yeah, it's less of an eyesore. Even if you're not using it as one display, they're showing it off as one display. But even if you're still using it as 3 separate displays, like, you know, it's minus those big black bezels that are sitting there.
Stupid.
I think they're gonna come in at around $100 for these. Pretty neat, I think. It definitely seems like
it's a great idea.
Yeah, I think it's a basic neat idea. Introducing the wall. So Kevin mentioned enormous TVs. This pretty much is it.
Oh yeah. What is that? What is that, like $15,000 for the wall?
Micro LED, I think it was 150 inches or something like that.
Fuck.
I mean, look at that
ridiculous
thing. Let's just assume she's about 5'4".
Yeah.
You know, I mean that's big. That's a big display, bro.
That would fit perfectly in a penthouse in New York.
Perfectly right here behind me, man. The big white wall.
Yeah, but as I said, you'd have to sit in the garden to watch it.
Well, I'd have to afford it first.
You know what the rich ass would do with this? They would put them behind them. They would put it behind them and just put green on it and use it as a green screen. The most expensive green screen ever. That's
pretty much it that really related, you know, in any direct way. The big gaming TVs, this case, of course, is amazing. I mean, $1,000 thermal lake case. This is the second version of this case that they've built. And it's pretty damn sexy with incredibly, like, separated chambers. Like, this is completely a separate chamber. So your radiator is isolated from any heat around it. This was the original one, and it was ugly.
There's a handle on it.
Yeah. And this is the new.
Oh, it's quite
case,
thin.
Is it? It's not quite a LAN case.
But it's enormous. Yeah, it's enormous. See, everything is separated, bro. And that's pretty hot. That's pretty hot. But
I like that.
$1,000.
Yeah. It's quite expensive though.
Yeah, there you go.
You have tempered glass stuff.
It's basically 3 cases, right? Like it's 3 cases. It's 3 cases in one.
It looks very modular.
Their graphics cards aren't working.
It's for the demo.
Oh man. And yeah, the nano IPS monitors. These are the LGs. The LGs. These are pretty cool too. This is more of a consumer-friendly level display. 21:9 aspect ratio at 5K.
That's lovely. I want that display. I want 3 of them.
I mean, that's the new aspect ratio right there. That's the new.
Yeah.
That's the future of television right there.
And the thing is, if you're a video editor, you could drop a 4K image into that to edit, and still have all of your controls and suite around it.
Yeah, you can run 100% 4K and still have space to edit.
What dominated this year was AI. It was Google Home everywhere. It was Alexa everywhere. Microsoft and their Cortana didn't really have a huge presence. And Apple in Siri. There was a story I read today about how Apple was in no way anything special at CES this year. Which is just, you know, a big shift from the way it used to be. But regardless, some cool stuff did come out, and I want it all. FSFX Packages 747 teaser with TSL exclusive screenshots. It is time. Just kidding, not yet. But soon, TM.
There's not even a TM on this. But I've written in the title of the video is "Be patient, guys. We have a lot of things to work on."
I mean, this is real footage, man. This is real footage. You're just joking us.
A few days ago, I started toying around in the sim with the SDK, and realized that it was incredibly limited. And I knew that for a long time, but you know, a few days ago I went there and I was like, I need to make my own tool. So I spent the entire day yesterday and today to make that new tool that would facilitate the development of effects in the sim. And it worked so well. I did a flight from Minneapolis to London. Was that today? No, it was yesterday. No, it was today. It was today. And during the flight, I made those contrails, basically.
While in flight?
While in flight, while in cruise. And
you shaped them.
I shaped them together, and I made a video. I landed the airplane, I went back into the sky afterwards and took those shots. And yeah, that's the outcome. A few pictures. I made a video as well. That's now the banner on the FSFX page. Collected quite a few likes as well. Yeah, it's still very far out because we need to still develop the architecture behind it, but that's the effect that we're going to use. It's not finished by any mean, but we're still working on it. It looks quite decent, I believe.
I agree.
What other effects are you thinking of adding to the Queen, Mr. Kevin?
Oh, we have a massive list of it. I can't go through it all, but the typical, you know, condensation effects are going to be there. Maybe some engine, heat haze, not displacement, but you know, just gas going in the back, and all sorts of effects. The list is massive, so we're gonna work slowly our way through it, and I think it's gonna turn out great. Yeah.
So are we looking at 2020?
I want to have something to show at Cosford. That would be my target, but at this time I can't promise anything. But that would be the goal. Yeah.
Carenado S340 on the way. This one submitted by Angeli662. So we talked about the S340 on last week's show, and I said, "Ooh, it would be nice to have this in P3D." And sure enough, Carenado strikes and is bringing us an S340.
It looks better.
And it's so nice.
It is nice.
And it's GTN 750 compatible as well. Navigraph also.
Good. If you want to fly...
I still worry about those wings, man. They just do not look like they'll pick that thing up.
This is a different plane than that one we talked about last week.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are a little thin too. Yeah, that one was a high wing.
A little thin.
Yeah, this is the Saab. This was the Saab. This was the story with the weird shading at the fuselage, at the wing base. But yeah, this is good. Yeah, this looks real nice, man. Very convincing vinyl textures here. Look at the stretch on the armrest.
Yeah, it will look good and fly like a Cessna. It's gonna be great.
I don't know, man.
Carenado.
They've been getting better and better, bro. They have been. They have been making better and better systems planes. They have. And it has an interior.
I'll have to try it. I'm actually going to buy this one. You know, I don't buy stuff from Carenado usually, but this one picks my attention. I really like the details on it. Even if it flies horribly, the visuals is just great.
Yeah, it's super nice. I'm in. Sign me up. Milviz KA, that's the King Air 350 using TRUEGLASS. This one brought to us by Mr. Tarpoon.
I'd like to see some other shots.
More developers are implementing TRUEGLASS into their products. Now, Milviz is showing off TRUEGLASS in their upcoming King Air 350. Give it to me. This is
as I said. Go on.
Go on. You'd like to see what?
I'd like to see some better shots. I mean, just the side windows doesn't really do it for me.
You're looking at the rain, not the plane.
Look at the plane, man.
It's not about the plane. With the plane, you can go look at.
Yeah. We've seen that plane for years now.
Yeah.
It's been out for years. Well, the pictures, not the aircraft, but the picture has been out for years.
Yeah, the plane photos have been out. It's this rain. I had no idea that TRUEGLASS can be applied to the side windows. That's what's blowing my mind. I thought it was really only kind of the front ones. I didn't think that it can be applied to direct side windows as well.
I believe it was. They did actually say it applies to all glass surfaces.
Amazing.
Yeah, I want to see it applied to back windows.
What?
So you look in the rear view.
So random.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. The water coming like this.
Yeah, and then a wiper going. Grr, grr, grr.
I want to see that from someone.
This is looking good, man. This is looking real good. Give us more TRUEGLASS. Keep working it, guys. It's looking amazing. It really, really is.
Can you give us the King Air as well? Can you just release it like this?
Yeah, seriously, Milviz, get on it.
Where's that handle? What's that handle attached to?
Right here.
The window.
The window.
It's an openable window.
They drill a hole in the window, and then they have grommets, and then the bolt.
That's stupid. You'd have to bang that, and you'd shatter your window.
No. Pincom 2016 brings us the next story. DCS FA-18C preview trailer. It says, I really want to dive into the DCS world, and I think that this will get it started. Check out the trailer from DCS. Hashtag carrier landings. Work in progress build of DCS world. Oh, man. That's some camera work, man. Oh. When is our entire sim world going to look like that?
Edson, you can't handle this plane.
No.
You want to play Top Gun?
My fear
do it.
My fear with DCS is, again, like, I'll get lost in this because I love military planes and I love military flight, and I'm not bad at it. Once I get it, like, I'm on it, and I'm scared to get into DCS, bro, because I'll probably never fly anything else again. Commercial won't even exist for me if I discover this at this quality level. I'll never get out of it. I'll never get out of it. I used to play Ace Combat. I used to play Falcon. I used to play, you know, Falcon BMS or whatever. I mean, it's just, I'd get lost in this, bro. God, it looks incredible.
It, man.
Looks incredible.
You stick to your P3D. To your P3D, man. leave the big toys to the big boys.
Take the Sky 5.
Stay in the shithole P3D.
Look at that, man. Look at that.
It looks perfect. DCS is, as a graphical engine, as a physics engine,
getting better and better.
Yeah, it's just perfect.
Wow.
And I think I understand why it's so good, because if you think about it, P3D, they have to keep in mind all the backward compatibility, right? All the
way too much
were developed. A lot. DCS, they don't give a shit. If they want to change something, they just change something.
It's the future, right?
Yeah, and that's why it's like this right now. And there are a few developers that just quit developing for them because it was such a nightmare. So, I mean, there are good, there are bads, but the results are that they have a very vastly superior sim than what we have on ESP, and it developed much quicker than ESP as well. So that's a plus on the
and you can drop
DCS.
bombs and shoot things.
Yeah.
You can. Dropping the bombs. Aeroplane Heaven releases the Stinson Sentinel. This one brought to us by Darren Vox. This is one that I haven't picked up yet, but I want to.
You like ugly planes.
I do. I like it. This is an old trainer.
Kevin's with me, I think.
I'm gonna get it. I like it.
You know what that plane is, Edson?
What? Boring. It's really nicely done. But yes, it is going to be one of those low and slow kind of boring ones. But this is exactly the kind of plane that I like to fly sometimes. You don't like flying these little... You want a cub?
I want a goddamn cub. A carbon cub.
This is in that realm. This
but it's not a cub.
It's not a cub, but this hangs at it. Look, if this had friends, it would hang out with the cubs. it would hang out with all the cubs. It'd be like, yo, what's up, my bro? It would hang out with the cubs. Yeah, they would.
The cubs, even the cubs would shun it.
No, it's not a cub.
This would be the kid playing in the sandpit on his own, my friend.
You know the Russian Concorde, the one that's the total replica of the real Concorde.
Yes,
that's it. That's what it is.
Oh man, you guys!
But it's uglier than the Cub, so I totally see you flying it.
Look at it, man. Oh jeez.
To the developer's credit, though, it's very well modeled.
It is super well modeled. Nice detail everywhere. Nice detail.
Very, very well.
Well, Aeroplane Heaven, man. Yeah, Aeroplane Heaven's been putting out really nice stuff.
Yeah.
Really nice stuff. So, $24.99 available now to Just Flight Shop. Thank you, Darren Vox. Just Flight releases Conington Airfield. This one submitted by Angeli662. So, Sparky, where is Conington Airfield?
Well, I think it's RAF Conington, isn't it?
RAF Conington.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure where it is in relation to me. I think it's south.
Cambridgeshire.
Is it Cambridgeshire? Yeah,
Cambridgeshire.
It's Cambridgeshire. It used to be a home of the US Air Force housing B-17 Flying Fortresses.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Awesome. I love flying my Aeroplane Heaven B-17.
457th Bomber Group used to fly out of Conington.
It's got style.
Dude, for $11...
$12.
Just under a gigabyte, that makes 1 penny per megabyte.
Conington on the map. Gonna zoom out until there are places that I recognize.
Peterborough. You must know where Peterborough is.
I don't.
So London is directly south.
Lancaster.
Oh God, hold on. He's gonna get me on this one. Leicester Square. Leicester Square.
Leicester Square's in London.
Yes. And that's Leicester.
He got you.
So Edson, if you take that, you see where it says Cambridge Conington. That is the same road. That's the same road where the RAF base we went to is the museum.
Oh, okay.
It's on that road. So if you would have carried on up that road, you would have gone to Cambridge and Conington.
Oh, right. Okay. So this actually would make for some very cool flying out to RAF Cosford.
Not Cosford.
Yeah? No, to Duxford, sorry.
Duxford, sorry.
Mm-hmm. This would make for some cool flying to there.
To something Ford. That just brings...
To something Ford. I like it. $12. Get on it. I know I am. PropStrike Studio making some nice X-plane scenery. This one brought to us by Mr. Spark Smudge.
That'd be me.
What do we
come
have
across
here?
this. I actually come across this on another website. One of my websites I frequent occasionally, which is HeliSim, Helipilot, and they threw this up, and I was like, why are they showing like scenery development? And it's just, these are kind of unknowns. They're brand new to scenery development, and they're just showing off their new techniques and stuff they're bringing to X-Plane. And looking at these shots, it's looking good. It's looking
It
good.
is.
I'm hoping they're going to do some decent stuff in the future.
So from the looks of it, I feel that there are new developers coming into the scene that have apparently no experience, but they come up with sceneries that are just above like everything else. We've seen that with a lot of developers recently.
Yeah, like this is basically a decal with transparency, it looks like. So it's just blending into the water, where X-Plane 11 standard would have this hard edge. And you have, you know, stuff like the ambient occlusion burn-in areas kind of roughly outlined for under each tree. More of the decals so they can have kind of turning points and stuff and tracks. The blend, this is the blend area from probably the X-Plane scenery is going to be like a perfect line under the blend. And then they have the decal that kind of comes up over it. This is yeah, I like this. I like seeing the kind of in progress stuff like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
And this is PropStrike Studio. Ooh, look at that work.
Yeah, this is the airport they're building. Yeah, this is the airport they're building.
They don't have enough Sky 5s.
Whoa. Whoa.
I'd bring that into spin tires.
It reminds me of cars, you know, the tractor in cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Keep up the great
Very
work,
good.
PropStrike. Yeah, definitely looking forward to hearing about more developments on that. 732 Twinjet V3 Pro, now released by FlyJSim. Another 732, this time for X-Plane. Did X-Plane already have one as well? It did not, right? This is
yeah. Isn't the IXEG 2?
Yeah.
Is the IXEG a 2? 200?
No, it's not a 200.
It's a 300. That's a 300.
Yeah.
No, we don't have a cigar flyer in this cigar airplane.
No, I didn't think so.
That's good though. I'd fly this.
Bro,
I
look at
definitely
this.
like. Yeah, the metal on it. It's just perfect.
That metal is metal.
Yeah. It's
That's
really good.
the new X-Plane 11
Yeah, aircraft that have
lead.
been developed from scratch with X-Plane 11 with the PBR, they look fantastic. This is perfect. This is exactly.
Oh my goodness. Oh
Looks real.
my gosh.
It looks real. There's just it's ridiculous. It's just ridiculous.
Holy shit.
Edson's still scared to jump on X-Plane.
Yeah.
I'll do it one day.
The bandit windows. It's got the bandit windows. Oh.
Wow. Look at that detail.
That's insane. It's like, yeah, it's up there.
On my screen right now, I want to just reach in and just touch that dial because it's almost life size. Like it's right there. It's just about right to being life size, and I just want to put my hand around that ring. Like just, oh my gosh, bro.
The screw heads are in 3D.
I can't take too much more of this. Beautiful panels. Amen for making beautiful panels. Dear Captain Sim, look at that. Fuck, I hate your panels, Captain Sim. That was a work of art. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Lovely.
Flying into Vegas.
Those clouds were pretty much perfect, FYI. Not lying, bro. Look at that.
Very, very nice.
Yep, that's a buy from me.
Fire.
Damn, just for the metal, just for the material of the aircraft.
$70. That's about right.
Yeah,
$70, bro. You look. You get this, and how much is the Captain Sim Beta 757?
It's more expensive than that. 75,
yeah.
I think.
Yup.
Something like that.
Man, beautiful,
Yep.
bro. That's beautiful. I don't have much more to say other than Sky 5. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the clip of the week. This is from Chopper Club. This is me today, and Mr. Squirrel himself decided to make an appearance on the show. I was very, very thankful to have him live on the air with me.
And hopefully Sparky gets...
Here's Mr. Buck in the background there taking off, and there he is.
Hey, squirrel.
Little visitor there.
God damn it.
Truck with him.
And Spark says, did he bring his truck with him? Mr. Squirrel, my man, it was a pleasure to meet you this last year at the Flight Sim, whatever it was. And I look forward to this coming year. Thanks for visiting the show. And if you don't watch TSL live already, please make sure to do so. Check out the link, twitch.tv/theskylounge, and use that clip button. It's time for the speed round. This is worth mentioning all the topics that we may have covered in full detail already that are now just getting released, or updates for things that are already out. The Airsoft F-14 Extended is now updated. This is version 3 for P3D 4.1. Not confusing at all. Orbex libraries have been updated. Fire up FTX Central. You'll get a notification. There also have been some updates to other sceneries in there as well. So might want to check that out. Aerosoft's Anchorage Professional updated for V4 and already updated to... Sorry, it was released for V4 and has already been updated to 1.02. So... if you like to fly out there in that cold, go get that update.
I just noticed that is in there.
Imagine Sim releases KATL for P3D V4. Rick Husband Amarillo International Airport has now been released. Aerosoft Mega Airport Johannesburg. Development halted. The airport was unwilling to give them access to photograph the grounds, no matter how much they tried and how many airports they showed they did work on. The airport was like, no. That's it. No is no. So development is now halted. Simbreeze Urgada X V2 is now released for V4. And last but definitely not least, Orbex releases Half Moon Bay out on the Northern California coastline. Go and get it. It's beautiful.
I wasn't impressed.
I will say this: it is a very sparse area. There's not much there. You are essentially paying to have the scenery on the coastline, and the best time to enjoy the coastline is in that beautiful California sunset. But definitely go and do the research yourself. Take a look at the screenshots. You can look back at our videos as well. I already streamed it pretty much immediately on release. Any questions, fire them off in the comments. Happy to help. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for another show. We hope to interact with you further in our comments down below. Keep the stories coming. Again, without you helping us out to find the news or to ask us questions, we've got nothing to talk about. Until next time, Sky 5, everybody.
63, climb maintain 13 down.
13,000, Tempo 63.
63, contact the New York Center 128.3.